Hey guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I wanted to share with you a few things that have been on my heart and my mind as I've gotten settled here in this area, in this church. I've been doing a lot of getting to know people. If I haven't met you, hi, I'm Nate, the family pastor here at South Hills, and it really has been an honor to partner with Adam and the team here, getting excited for what is about to happen in this new season. I think there's that excitement in a lot of ways, a lot of the changes that are going to be happening. A lot of the things that we see God confirming in this new season for South Hills. And really there's a few things that I wanted to share with you that I've been praying for, and they really are these five points of a strategy of some things that I think will make a huge difference for family ministry, everything from birth all the way through young adult. And the five are: integrate strategy, refine the message, reactivate the family, elevate community, and leverage influence. And if I was to share any of the different things that are going to be happening as far as enhancing something, changing something, they really fall under one of those five. Integrate strategy, that we make sure that everything that we do has strategy behind it, that we're not just doing things to do them, but there's clear wins as far as like, hey, let's resource you and equip you to do these things. And that is very much linked with this strategy that when we do this, when we talk about this, when we have this activity or craft or these questions or this event, that it is linked with a direct strategy that we believe will further somebody in their relationship with Jesus or connect with the community in a way that we haven't done it. And so I want to integrate strategy. Then the next is refine the message. We have this amazing message. We have this amazing space in this church. And I want to make sure that what we're doing is the very best that we can do. And so there's going to be some things that I want to do to enhance the environment, enhance the teaching that we have, the worship, whether it be a program in a clubhouse in preschool, or whether it be giving some resources around questions and activities in elementary and students. I want to make sure that the message that we have that we're trying to teach students and kids, that it really does take root in their heart and in their mind. And I believe that one of the biggest pieces of that is through relationship. That everything from beginning to end, that what we do is really oriented around relationships. You know, I believe that the truth of your message is amplified by the depth of your relationship. And, you know, I could listen to some awesome guy speak on a video, some truth. And that can be fun, exciting to do on YouTube or Instagram or something. But if a mentor of mine, somebody that cares for me and has built a relationship with me, has built that same kind of, that depth of a relationship, that truth may be the same, but it takes root in my life far differently. And so I want to make sure that in this message that we're trying to get across of love, of hope, of joy for students and families alike, that we really are trying to help refine it through relationship. And then alongside of that is reactivate the family. I want to do everything that we can to resource, equip families, to help them thrive in what they're doing. Because when families go well, kids thrive. But when families, there's difficult things that happen, and struggles, challenges, complications that happen in family, kids struggle and it's difficult. And so what can we do to position ourselves through something like the parent night next Friday and other things that we could do through resources that we help to reactivate those families. And then we want to elevate community. Kind of back to what I was saying before about relationships, but I want us to model this sense of belonging and care for one another, and that then is translated to the community abroad, of other families in this church and on. That we're doing things that really is helping students and kids like graduate on and move up in community and stay connected with community. I know so many students that when they move up into junior high or into high school or then young adults, that then they're lost in the church because one of the reasons is they didn't have that same community that they had in the previous group. And what can we do to leverage our influence to help them through that? Which that is the final one, is leverage influence. We each have influence, not just the top leader, Adam or me or anybody else, but all of us have influence. And what can we do to help bring an apprentice alongside of us? Somebody that maybe is younger than us, that we help share with them and teach them and guide them along and bring them into this mission that we have. What can we do to make sure that we're all making the best use of the gift that God has made each one of us, that we each have a purpose made by God for purpose. We're His workmanship, created to do good works, and making sure that we're all positioned in the right place to make the best difference, to leverage that influence. And so we're going to be positioning a few people differently in kind of our core team in a way that I believe will help leverage how God has made them, like Jess. Jess has done a phenomenal job in elementary in many ways, but there are also some ways in which that's not the best suit for her, or the best fit for her. And so we're going to actually position her over connections and first-time families and some stuff in early childhood. And so in March, she's going to start being more active in those avenues. And my wife is going to be stepping in, Marissa, she's going to be stepping into elementary and some other things behind the scenes and some other things that I believe will make a big difference all around this idea of trying to leverage influence. And so those 5: integrate strategy, refine the message, reactivate the family, elevate community, and leverage influence are a big piece of what I believe will make a big difference as we move forward. And I want to invite you to hear a little bit more about what I mean by these things in March as we start doing things, but specifically March 8th at 4 p.m. we're going to have a family ministry strategy meeting, a time where we're going to talk about what's coming and what we're working on. And as well, I want to hear from you. What is it that is working well, and as the changes are happening, what do you like, what do we not like, and how can we do better moving forward. But come please on March 8th at 4 p.m. And bring some other people along if you know that they could be an awesome resource or somebody else to serve in kids or student ministries. Bring them along. 4 p.m. March 8th, we'll have childcare, and we're going to as well do some other things that'll be a lot of fun on this night. We later are going to have a team night, if you've been a part of one of those. Adam and us as a whole church get together on April 5th is right now the planned date for that. And so definitely make it for that. That's all the volunteers together. But I wanted to specifically add in this other meeting because I believe it'll be a big step forward as we start to try to do some things maybe a little different and better around here. But thank you guys so much for what you do every week to pour into the lives of kids and students and families. I'm really excited for the future. Please let me know if there's anything that you have questions about. If you have ideas as well, I'm here to serve. I want to be generous with my time. If I haven't gotten to meet you, I definitely want to do that and maybe even take you out to coffee soon. Thank you guys so much. I will see you Sunday.